If you're interested in learning more about BetAngel, its tools and the opportunities they present, then why not visit betangel.com today and download a free trial.
So as I've mentioned in other videos, Cheltenham is big in terms of turnover, but when you actually look at a Cheltenham market, which is what we're looking at here, we're looking at a feature race here, you can see that there's a lot of money waiting to be matched at various prices. You can see there's 11,000 at the touch price, and we go all the way 6 ticks away and there's still 15 grand waiting to be matched there. But also look at the individual match bet volume. We've got a third of a million on the favourite here, and on the second favourite we've got 200,000 and 300,000, just a few ticks apart. And this is typical of what you'll see during the really big races at Cheltenham, during the feature races. This is not unusual. But also, even this is an uncompetitive market here, and there's a little bit of movement, but in competitive markets you can see very often there's very large amounts of money either unmatched or has been matched. You can see here there's a couple of 100,000 at just 2 ticks movement within the market, and that's not unusual as well. In this particular video that we've got ticking away here, it's on a slightly slower refresh. It's on a 1 second refresh. I captured this while I was trading on another screen, and therefore I didn't want to encumber my trading with a fast refresh in the background. But you can see it's refreshing at 1 second here. It's still sort of, not moving anywhere near as much as you would expect. I picked on this video because in this market we did see a little bit of movement, and it was unusual in that there was a large chunk of money on one side, and when that was taken stroke removed, then that really made the price begin to push up a little bit more. But for a Cheltenham market, this was quite a volatile market, and even then you can see that at certain prices within the market there isn't an absolutely massive amount of movement. But this is typical of something you'd see at Cheltenham, and sometimes this suits people's trading styles, sometimes it doesn't. But in this particular case, this was a sudden move at Cheltenham, and by a sudden move, we're talking about 5 to 8 ticks, which is pretty untypical of what you'd get to see in a Cheltenham market. Now, if you get a market that has very short odds and it's the feature race, then the sort of volumes that you can see become absolutely enormous, unbelievably enormous. So you can see we've got something here priced at 127, 128, and just look at the amount of money that's available. It's absolutely stupendous. There's been 1,000,005 matched at 129, 1,000,003 matched at 128, and currently waiting on either side of the queue is at least 133,000, and on the other side 250,000, and above that there's another 100,000, and more money scattered liberally around. But you can see predominantly it's traded over 3 ticks. 2 of those values traded have been significant, and you can see at the moment there's not a great deal getting matched at 127. This is an unusual market, but this is the sort of thing you could come up against, so you may find that a little frustrating. You may want to move away from that and go further down the field and trade at those values, but even then you're still going to encounter a fair bit of money. So one thing you'll notice at Cheltenham is that the fill rate is a little bit lower, and the way I compensate for that is to increase stakes. Cheltenham is one of the few markets where I can really go into a trade full-blooded, and that's why I like it. It doesn't necessarily suit everybody, but hopefully this video is giving you a bit of a view on what to expect during Cheltenham week.